Hi everyone and welcome to Stamp with Angela. I'm Angela Palmer and I'm excited to be with you today to share this week's Facebook Live. Now, it may look a little bit different. It may look a little bit darker. Sorry. I'm using a different computer today and I don't seem to be able to get any lighter as such. So hopefully you can still see me okay and all is well. So appreciate you being here. And I've got some exciting things to share with you. So last week on Wednesday night, we had our January crafting kickoff, which was an online event going through the mini catalog, an online exclusive celebration, and the scrapbooking brochure. So we had lots of fun with that, some games, bingo and scavenger hunt, and I made a project as well, and then finished the second project the following day. So that was lots of fun. If you missed out on that, you can still sign up. Obviously, the event's over, but you can watch the recording of it. Might as well skip through the bingo part. Why it's doing this. Okay. All right, give me a minute to get my camera going again. Maybe it used to turn off, so we will see. Okay. Are we there? Yes, we are. Awesome. Up, back. All right. Please don't lose again. Why does it keep turning off? Okay, I'm trying to get to my table. Why is it not working? Do you have a blank screen? I've got a blank screen. Not quite sure what's going on. Let's come back to me. Can you see anything? Because I can't see any. There we go. There's me. Okay, let's see if we can. Why is it not turning? Aha. Yay, there we go. All right. So let me show you what I'm going to share about today. So this is the mini catalog, which was released on the 7th of January. And there's all sorts of exciting things in here. And I want to highlight one in particular, some of which is actually used on the cover. So if you have a look at page 42, you can see the Wildflower Birthday Suite. So a suite's a collection of stamps and dies, or stamps and punches and paper and ribbons and embellishments that all coordinate and work together, and you can do lots with it. So here's some samples of how it's been used, and these are the main colors that are used. So we've got pretty and pink, peach pie, old olive, soft seafoam, pool party, and gold, which is quite nice. And this is the paper here, which I'm going to show you very soon, along with the stamp set and dies, some embellishments, which look like this. So they would be in your pretty and pink, your soft seafoam, and your peach pie, and some cool gold open weave ribbon. And that looks like this. So can you let me put it against something white? So it's kind of that open weave ribbon, which is very cool. I love this. So that's pretty cool. And then there's the stamps and dies. So I've ordered the stamps and dies, but only recently. So they're still coming. So I'm not going to use those today. But I'm going to use mainly the papers with the embellishments and give you some tips on how you can make some quick and easy cards. And then it's up to you what sentiment stamps you want to use. Obviously, if you had this set, you could use those. I'm going to use another set that I've got, the Simply set, and just sort of stick to my happy birthday on that. But you could use whatever you've got. Okay, so let me show you the paper first. So we've got, so you can see it's got the gold. So basically you've got some sheets that are like flowers and leaves, and some that are more cakes and things. So we've got this one here, so two of those. Now let me flip this next one over because I've used the other side. Oh, actually no, that is the gold side. So that's more of just a pattern, two of those. This one here, flowers and leaves again, 2 of those. Then we've got, there is another sheet, this, where is it? I've used some of this. So the cake one, trying to do these in particular order. So you could have that as a background, or you could cut the cakes out. Then we have some that look like this, which are like tags or could be used on a main focus of a card. So you just get your trimmer and cut along there, and then trim, 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 trim. And then you've got, you know, that could be the whole center of a card front, that kind of thing. So lots of possibilities with that. On the back of that is that design. And when you get the cardstock, it looks like that, which is not the most appealing page. But when you open it up, you see all these amazing things, which are very cool. Now, the extra special thing with this kit is these die cuts. Oh, I need to show you the other side as well. So let me just show you the other side. So we've got like a gingham sort of look there in the pretty in pink. We've got leaves. We've got the soft, there's lots of soft sea foam and pink on the back, stripes, and then those peach pie flowers. But what I love about this set, so we've got 2 of each of those, is these die cuts. All right, so you get 2 sheets of these. So if you're doing my share, you would get a quarter of each of those, and so it'll be sort of a random mix of that, and then you'll get a random mix of these as well. So, you know, we'll try and give both people a cake and then some flowers and leaves and balloons and all that kind of thing. So I've used a few, but they, you know, pop out quite easily, and some are quite big. Like I'll pop out a couple. I quite like that gold banner, but they pop out quite easily. Flowers, cakes, banners. Now this is quite a big one. You could always cut it in half if you needed to. And then you've got little flowers and gold leaves and pink leaves and all sorts of different things. So this is, you could make cards with very little stamping if you didn't want to, maybe just a sentiment. And if you don't like stamping too much at all, there are some pre-done sentiments too. So you can see all these different little die cuts. I'm not going to do them all, but you get the idea, okay? That sheet is full with all of these, some big leaves here as well. We can see how we can use them. And then you get a second sheet of the whole same thing as well. So if I were you, I would kind of have a nice big plastic bag to keep it all in, or a little something to keep all these in. Remember, on the back of your paper, it says the colours as well. So blueberry, what did it say? Oh, so this one didn't actually mention the blueberry bushel. Old olive, peach pie, pool party, pretty in pink, sea foam, soft sea foam, and gold. So you'll see here that another colour. So that's some of the main colours, but they haven't mentioned blueberry bushel. So you can always look at the back or online to see a full list of the colours used. Okay, so there's 2 sets in the mini catalogue which are like this. If you took part of my scavenger hunt in the event last week, you would have seen that. The other one is the Storybook Friends. So there are 2 sheets here of the die cut rabbits and animals and things, which would be just like this. So if you like that kind of thing, I mean, obviously I love stamping, but sometimes it's nice to quick and easily make a card. So I'll show you 2 that I've done, and then we're going to have a go at making something together. And then an idea I've got. So this was the first card I made. So I've gone for just a white card base, and I've got an accent colour of blueberry bushel. And then I've used that cake paper in the background. And then obviously if I put an image on that, it would be a bit too busy and get lost. So what I've done is I've cut a circle, not the largest, but a fairly large circle from the Spotlight on Nature dies. And then I can put my focal piece there, put it down a little bit, put some embellishments. And then my happy birthday is using one of the colours. I don't want to use blueberry bushel because it's quite dark. It'll be hard to see unless you emboss it in white, but I wanted to make it quick and easy. And then can you see I've used a bit of the gold, that open weave on there as well, just to bring that gold through. So by adding, you know, a few layers, the die cut, some embellishment, some ribbon, and your sentiment, there you go. Now I like to do the inside too. Now if I've got like 3 layers on the front plus these things and nothing on the inside, then this would be quite heavy and this would be quite light. So I quite like to add a couple of layers on the inside too. And that way it kind of, when it's standing up, it's going to be more sturdy. So I have gone with the same color here, and then I've just put another die cut on the inside. Okay, so that was one of the cards I did. Now I also had this one here. Now if you had a die cut circle, it's, you know, you're not even going to see it. It's just going to get lost. So I wondered about this paper, and you could do that. That's a possibility. But I thought I would try something different, and so I embossed the background instead, and this is what I made. So I'm not sure if you've seen this embossing folder before, but it is this one here, the Starburst, and it's just a normal standard folder. It's not 3D, and you can get that as a free item during celebration. So spend $125 and you can get that embossing folder for free. So if you have a look in the background, you could see the texture. Obviously you can use, you know, whatever embossing folder you like, but I thought that kind of goes quite nicely with the theme. So I've gone again and put some of that gold open weave ribbon down, some embellishments. I haven't put the sort of pool party one. Did I say soft sea foam? I wonder if it's more pool party actually, now that I look at it. Not sure what I said before, but I think it might be pool party. So a couple of embellishments, 3 because it's always good. And then obviously this would get a bit lost on the same color, so I added some blue around it as well. So they were the 2 cards I've made, and then I wanted to put something in the inside. Again, I've layered it up so that it's nice and sturdy. And there we are. So what I think you need to make these kind of cards is I've decided to go with my basic white card base, and then I've used the thick cardstock for this, saying that I am layering it up, but just good for a card base. And then you could choose some of the colors that are used to layer up. So you might go with what I've done before and use Blueberry Bushel, or maybe you might want to use the Pretty in Pink for a change. Maybe you could do something like this rather than the blue and have that background. That's a possibility, and then we'll stamp our sentiment. You could also have pool party as one of the, I haven't cut this up, but you could have, you wouldn't really want, so maybe is that more pool party than soft sea foam maybe, yeah. You could go pool party there, you know, it's up to you. There's so many different possibilities. I obviously wouldn't really suggest a die cut on that one because you're not going to see it, but maybe on some flowers or something. Oh, that's another one that's a nice big image that you could, which way do you reckon? You could do your card that way, or which way? Maybe if it went up, hard to know. I actually quite like it like that, but then I probably would want the stripes going that way, wouldn't I? So you could do it on an embossed background. So I did emboss a couple. So I haven't kind of predetermined these particular cards. I was going to get you to help me. So that could be, let's move these things away. So I appreciate those of you that are here live watching, because you're going to help me decide. I don't know if that's too much pink because there's quite a big couple of flowers there. We could go for that pool party look maybe. I haven't embossed that, but and my embossing machine is in the other room, but you could also go for that too. I just realized I haven't got my comments showing, so apologies for not commenting. Right, great to see you here, Joanne and Sheila. Oh, you can see me, cool. Oh, so Sheila's got the stamps and dies and paper in her order too. Yes, actually I quite like that blue, but like I say, I haven't embossed it. And then maybe, although I quite like, I don't know, what are your thoughts? What do you reckon? If we were to use this one, would we do it like that, do you reckon? And then, so tell me if you want the pool party. It pops on the dark blue. It does. but my machine is in the other room. And I didn't bring it through. It does pop on that, doesn't it? So maybe what I might have to do is do that one later, and then show it to you. I do like it. I do like embossed though. It kind of just adds to it. Okay, you convinced me, Joanne. Too much pink and the blue is better. Yeah, I think this is too much pink. If you do that and that, it's pink, pink, pink. Pink. I agree. So you can play around. So the good thing is, if you've got a few of the different colors and things, then you can, try different options and see what you like. And then maybe we could put our sentiment there, maybe some gold behind. So what I would probably do, I mean, you don't have to put the gold on, but as you can see, I'm enjoying it. So let's say if we did put it on the gold, if we did put it on the blue, and maybe we could put some gold behind it, pretend that's embossed. We could put that like that, and then you'd see some of the gold either side, and then maybe a little sentiment down here and some embellishments. So how about I save that one, and after the live, I'll put that together and then share some photos. So that's a possibility for that one. So we'll keep that aside. And the question is, do we layer it? I think these are all large. Do we have an accent like a pink around the edge, do you reckon? Obviously, I'd cut it down. So it's blue with a tinge of pink, or blue with a tinge of pool party. Are you like me? Do you kind of hold things up, try various things, see what works? Do you quite like that? Then we've just got a little accent of the pink. Yeah, I quite like that. Okay, so I will emboss it because I like to emboss. So afterwards, I'll emboss that and then add a little sentiment. And then I'll show you the finished one. Okay, so that's one card. Hopefully I'll remember what I'm doing. What else have we got? So another idea was, so we've got the cake. We've also got this. So we could put it on some paper. Got another bit of blueberry there. Something like that. Now you'll see here I need to push out all the bits around because they haven't all come out. Not sure where my little mat is, but I'm just going to use my die brush to press these out. So you'll see that this is a different shape to the one I used. Not shape, but a different pattern around the edge, I guess you should say. So you can see there, same size, but different one. So what do you think of this? Right, let me keep an eye on the comments. So my suggestion is that background on the blue with that. So this is more peach pie. Again, we could go for an embossed background instead of the paper as well. So option A is the embossed background, and option B is this. Now, some of the paper has got this kind of background too. I just don't like, missing out on the gold on the other side. That's the only thing. And the stripes are quite cool as well. So you could kind of have stripes. So basically you just need to play around and see what you like with the different colors, and then, cut it accordingly. Blending on the circle. You could have some blending on the circle. We could, except I don't think I've got the blending brush for that particular color in here, but that's another option too. And I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be white. It could be, imagine a blue circle or something. I'm only just thinking that now. So what do you think about that for a possibility? I like the stripes. This one here. Is that what you like? Okay, I think I've got a small piece cut with the cake on it. Let me see through my pile. Oh, look, this one. Is that what you like? So let's cut it and try it. That's why I like doing this together. We can have a play together. So let's make it 13.8 by 9.5. All right. So since you're here, you get to have some input. So that would be the stripes. And we'll just see, there might be another cake that we could use. But there we go. What do you reckon of that? Does it work with the circle? Because it's, you know, the cake's bigger than the circle, or do we do it like, I don't know. That's the only problem. What if we did it directly on? So Joanne likes the strikes. Sheila likes it, but I'm not quite sure which point. So say yes or no to the circle. Do we put it straight on the card, or do we have the circle? Let me know. And then do we put some gold through as well? I think we would, just to add to it. I quite like the gold. Gold stripes. So do you like, okay, so Sheila likes the gold stripes. Aha, so we're back to this one, are we? The stripes, is that what you're saying? So gold stripes with this. Yes, the circle. Oh, Elizabeth's here as well. Anyway, so if you've got these yourself, obviously you can have a play and see what you like. So with the circle, okay, we'll add the circle. And then I don't have a piece of peach pie, but I quite like the way the blue kind of really makes it pop. And then we put that on our card base. Okay, so that's a possibility for a card. And then what I did for a sentiment is I stamped on the blue. Do I have, oh, I might have a little bit of peach pie. I do. Maybe we could, because then they coordinate, stamp our happy birthday on that, and that would tie it together. So let me cut a little piece. So I make it 1.5. So usually with my lives, I've kind of figured out my cards, and I just show you how to make them. But today you're helping me. So what have we got? We've got gold stripe, circle, and gold thread. Excellent. Sounds good. I'm glad you like it. So we're going to get our blueberry bushel ink, and then I'm going to add that peach pie because I think that goes with that. All right. I should probably do it on a photopolymer mat, but oops. It's not straight. Do it left a little bit. Very good. Now hopefully I'm not getting ink everywhere. Oh, it's on my hands. Don't get it on the card. Okay. So you should see my area. Maybe I should take a photo afterwards. I've kind of spread out. Looks nice here, but I keep moving everything around and then trying to find it is another story. Okay. I mean, for me, I quite like that little angle thing. And I probably don't want too much on the left. Oh, then I was going to do a card with flowers, so kind of like that. All right, but we are going to put some of the gold on it too. So this is how I attach the gold. So we're going to make it a little bit wider than what the piece of paper is. And then at the end, I'm going to share an idea with you in case you're interested in making cards like this, but you don't have all the cardstock and stuff. So hang around for that at the end. Gold stripe, circle, gold thread. Sounds good. That's what we're going for. So let's put it like that. And I'm just going to stick it down. Now I want it fairly tight and straight would be good. Is that? Let me just check my circle. I might need to go a little bit lower. Just realized there's one that needs to go. It's there now. Let's just go with that. Okay. Now, last time when I made this, I pulled off the top layer to stick it onto the card, but it then made it a bit looser. So I'm just going to leave the backing on and glue around it to stick it. Whoops. Oh, not on there. Stick it onto my card base. So many possibilities with this. Okay. Up to you. Yeah, possibly should have done it a little bit lower. Let's see if we can. Might just try and move it down a little bit, actually. Oh, look, we can. Oops. Okay, let's get that out of the way. I just want to make the most of the gold, not have it all behind the circle. Okay, is that a bit lower now? And straight. Okay, bit more glue. Oh dear. Seeing me in my element today, aren't you? Making a big mess of it all. Okay. That's a good thing with glue. You've got sort of a moment to stick it down. There we are. So we can raise that up if we want to. Or on that one, I stuck it flat, but let's raise it up this time. We'll see how it looks. Okay. How are we going? So one. Oh, now I've got sticky fingers from my glue sticking to me. So basically with this particular paper, you've got all sorts of possibilities of what you can do with minimal need for stamps. I mean, obviously I love stamps, and the coordinating stamps with it are great, particularly if you want to make, like, you know, a 5th birthday card or a 21st birthday card or whatever. You can die cut the numbers, which I love to do. Okay, so there we go. We're going to put this. This will help keep that down as well. I still probably should have gone lower, but you know. And then we probably need to put this on first, so we need to know how low we can go, maybe down to there actually. I will put that on with dimensionals because I like the idea of that being lifted up. And I might, because that's already higher, can you see what I'm doing? I might have to do a double layer of that at the bottom. All right, are these all off? There we go. So what I'm going to do is on my edges just cut a nice thin bit and put it at the bottom. Try not to include here with it. And I'm going to get another piece because that's going to be, that's already high, and then it's got to be higher again. Put another long piece on the top, and then it should be the same height, if that makes sense. So let's, hopefully that will work. Okay, let's have a look. You're crafting as you watch today, colouring dinosaurs. Oh, very good. Awesome. Yeah, those dinosaurs are very cute. So I'm going to have, I mean, you could have it going above, but I'm going to actually have it like that. All right. There we go. How's that? Maybe an oval would have been better. All right, we're going to put that down there. And we'll use a couple of dimensionals for that. And then we need to add some embellishments. And we're done. So all sorts of possibilities with this paper and the die cuts. Actually, I'm going to do that. Then it looks like the gold's like right underneath, which is quite cool too. And then we need to put it on our card front and then do the inside. And I'm going to show you something else we could do for the inside this time. So there's a couple of people on this live today that are part of my team. And we're doing some card swaps. So card swaps is a great way to get a variety of different cards and things. I design a card, make more of the same. Everyone's sending them to me. And then we share them out. And then you get a whole lot of different samples. So, yeah. Joanne was talking about the seagulls and things, and she's made some cool cards with seagulls. So that's really cool. Just going to try and tuck that under a bit. It's not really going to go over. Okay, so some embellishments. Where are my party dots that I had before? Here they are. So there's not really a lot of pink, so I don't probably want to use the pink, but there is the peach pie. So whether I keep it in the circle or go around the edge, I'm thinking I might go around the edge actually. So I might go up here with these, and where do I put my other one? Another big one maybe. Do we put it on there or down here, or I don't know. Whoops, dropping it. I Let's try there. Kind of makes that sort of triangle shaped. We could have put them here too. Or we could have sponged it slightly in the background, as Sheila said. Okay, so then what I would do for the inside is get another piece of blueberry bushel and my smaller white piece, like so. So we could put another die cut inside if we wanted. Or I think we had a strip of the designer series paper left. That's not the right one. Where is it? Did I have it or not? If I did, then what I could do is put a strip down there, and then that ties the front and that together. So I'm just having a look to see if I've got a small piece of that. Here we go. I think that's the right size, so I don't want to cut it down. But you get the idea. Just a strip in there would look quite cool. And that's our card. How are we going for time? So yeah, half an hour. All right, so there our sample. So I've got to make up my other one using this and share that with you later. Obviously there's other, excuse me, you know, you could use banners and things. We've got the flowers, so all sorts of possibilities. But what I find quite helpful is having some of the cardstock in the matching colours. So the pretty pink, the pool party, the blueberry bushel. So what it's called? Blueberry bushel. Yep. Soft sea foam. I haven't brought that out. And peach pie. So what I'm going to suggest, and you can let me know if you're interested, I might have an offer where you buy the paper, and then I also offer cardstock, like a kit, but it's not going to be pre-cut. It will be some sheets of the thick Whisper White, some sheets of the pretty in pink, you know, maybe a couple of sheets of that or more. I don't know. It's the blueberry bushel, the pool party, the peach pie, and others. And that way you can either use them as card bases or backgrounds, and you know the colors coordinate. And then maybe we could look at a quarter share of the ribbon and maybe a quarter share of the dots. And that way costs will be less, because imagine if you had to buy 6 packets of cardstock for, they're not quite, they're $24, $25 each, plus the ribbon. You know, it would cost you a couple of $100, but maybe if you got a little selection of it, then you could make a whole lot of cards. So let me know if you're interested in that, and I might put something on my blog, and we could look at doing that too. But I think it's a great way to utilize all these amazing dies, and that you can make some wonderful cards. If you want to, if you've got die cuts, you could add a few circles and things to it as well. I do actually like the way this one is lifted up with dimensionals. That one's fine, but now I wish I had actually lifted it up. So I could have a go at doing that, but there you go. All right. So thank you everyone for joining me. Appreciate you being here. Some of you are crafting along with me, doing your own thing, but that's cool. Nice to be able to craft together. Lots of fun. So remember, if you missed the crafting kickoff and you'd like to see me going through the catalog and that kind of thing, just get in touch with me and sign up, and you can watch the recording. And also this weekend, if you're local to me, I'll just come back, although I'm a bit dark when you see me. This weekend is Friday night, Saturday during the day is my, what do we call it, Craft and Connect open day. So you do need to book. There is a small fee. Come make a couple of cards. It's not a class kind of thing, but there'll be displays to see. I'll help you make the cards and, you know, that kind of thing as well. So that's lots of fun. Yeah. So if you're in Auckland, you're welcome to come to that too. And of course, if you'd like to order, then get in touch with me or order online through me. And also, of course, we've got Celebration. Where is my brochure? Let's see if it's handy. Just a reminder, if you are ordering, if you spend $125, then you get to choose one of the Celebration items, which might be the Starstruck folder or toadstool papers, or there's lots of other things as well you can choose from, which is cool. And of course, if there's so much to choose from and you don't know what to choose and you'd like to keep crafting and maybe share it with others, why not consider joining up? Like I said, I've got some team members that are